Explosion! Welcome everybody to another live episode here with me, Savage Cash, with Suppoman, your superhero of cryptocurrency. In today's episode, I am going to be telling you about a cryptocurrency that is set to boom in 2018. So, if you're excited to learn about that cryptocurrency, then smash up the likes and excitement. Smash up the likes because you love learning about this stuff from me. And if you haven't yet, please do subscribe to my channel to get my daily vids. It's now 82,000 subscribers on my channel. So thank you, Team Suppoman, for being here with me. Now, something exceptional is happening right now in cryptocurrency. We are seeing a humongous return back to where it was before Christmas. Before Christmas, the market cap was at just over $630 billion. Now it is over $650 billion. Nicely over. Now, considering what's been happening to Bitcoin, where it's been languishing in the early tens of thousands, everything's still going. I mean, it's still an incredibly healthy market cap. And mostly things follow Bitcoin. When Bitcoin's doing well, which is what we found out recently, then all the alts do really well. However, during the Christmas period and after the Christmas period, New Year period, we've seen that despite Bitcoin staying relatively stagnant, everything is going right back up. And look, the BTC dominance is 36%. This was 60% literally a few weeks ago. Now it's 36%. Bitcoin has less of a dominance over the entire market cap than it had before Christmas. So we are seeing really the rise of the alts. Basically, most alts are up and some alts are doing incredibly well. You know, we've got Tron up into 7 cents now. We've got Icon over $6. Yeah, we're seeing, Omi's Go is now over $20. Steam, unbelievable. Now, I did tell you this was going to go up to $10. Did I or did I not? And it was literally 2 months ago, just $1. Now it's $6. This is an all-time high for Steam when so many people doubted it. So many people thought it was a crap coin, that it was an inflationary... because of the inflationary supply, that people really didn't believe in it. They believed the power belonged to the whales. Well, look at Steam today. Steam is really just going off like a rocket. Power Ledger. Look at Power Ledger. Now, I think I said the other day, I might have mistakenly said that they haven't got a project till 2019. They are live, they are current, they have got clients, and they are very much an active project. So if I said that, then I didn't mean to say it. They are very active. And look, 22% rise is now nearly $1.30. Insane in the membrane. So much going right for Power Ledger. I was speaking to Gemma last night. She's actually pregnant. So any names? This is really the power of the Suppoman effect. It can literally go from one country to another and impregnate another. Now look at this. Now yesterday on my Twitter, well actually, a couple of days ago I said Ethos, this is going to be one of the top ones. I've been saying that for the past like 2-3 months now. I've been saying that Ethos is really going to be that Coinbase killer. This website, the most detestable fiat exchange that there is, Ethos is going to kill it and get rid of it once and for all. And I think that this is reflecting really in the price and also the interface that I showed you yesterday. So there's more confidence, there's increased confidence in Ethos. One of the biggest gainers, certainly yesterday. Enigma has really risen, 74% rise. So amazing stuff. So it's just been an incredible time, really. Now, regarding Ripple, Ripple continues its incredible rise. So I've heard rumours. Now, I don't know how true this is, but I've heard rumours of what is going to be added to Coinbase next. There are 2 cryptocurrencies that I have heard are scheduled to go on Coinbase. Now, don't take this as gospel. I've just heard it from very good sources that Ripple is going to be added. And of course, a lot of people are holding on to Ripple in anticipation this is going to be added to Coinbase, and it is likely to be added to Coinbase. There is another that's likely to be added to Coinbase, but it's not what you think it would be. It's not what you think it would be. It's actually likely to be this Ethereum Classic. This is what I've heard. Ethereum Classic. Now, maybe some of the rationale is because this is a big currency in Korea, and I think that Coinbase are probably trying to stretch out rather than literally just being a fiat exchange for, you know, most of the America, UK, Australia. They're looking to push it out to the Asian markets as well. So this could be added, but like I say, you know, this isn't gospel. I've just heard it from very good sources. So those two are set to go up. So, Mexico. So let me just check that I'm live first, because I am going to talk to you about a cryptocurrency that is likely to boom in 2018. So I just want to make sure that you can hear me okay. Yes, you can hear me okay. Guys, smash up the likes. There's 1,800 watching, only 318 likes. Smash up the likes. Smash up the likes. And by the way, if you're wondering, am I keeping the non-green screen video format going? No. But because it does get dark super early in the UK, because the weather has been terrible out in the UK, like right now it's just raining really badly. So it's making the sky is really dark. So, you know, I just think forget the green screen, just leave it where it is for now. So let me ask you a question in the live chat. What do you think is going to be this cryptocurrency that's set to boom? Let me see if anybody can guess this, because it's probably not as easy as you think. Let's have a look. Buy a lamp with your millions. I was going to get one for Christmas, but my setup wouldn't allow that to happen. Cardano, Pole, Tron, Icon, Ethos, Dragon Chain, V-Chain, Verge, BitBoost, Elton, never heard of Elton, BitClave, Utrust. Not one person, not one of this amazing range of shouts. There's so many people actually guessing. There's so many, probably every single cryptocurrency on this list is being shouted out by you, except the one I'm actually going to talk about. So that is cool, because this, I think, is going to therefore surprise you a bit more. So, let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. So, the cryptocurrency, actually, let's do it this way. So, the cryptocurrency that I am going to be telling you about today that I think is set to have a great year is this one, Red Pulse. Now, I brought you a review of Red Pulse essentially during the ICOs of, I think it was August of 2017. And Red Pulse was, I think, number 3 or 4 of the ICOs that I thought were promising ICOs at the time. Now, Red Pulse was at 4 cents for ages. Red Pulse is a NEO-based cryptocurrency. It recently launched out of ICO, and it was launched on KuCoin, and it stayed at 4 cents for what seemed like forever. 4 cents. And then before Christmas, it started to rise. Had a little bit of a dip, and then it went for it, and it's gone to around about nearly 40 cents. It has actually hit 40 cents. So, Red Pulse is what I'm going to be speaking with you about today. Now, if you watched my cryptocurrency, my Savage Crypto episode, then, well, my ICO episode, you would have seen that I spoke quite positively about Red Pulse because I think it had a lot of potential. But I don't think that once this actually came to the market, that potential quite transferred. Okay, I don't think that it had the transition of, you know, being about 4 cents at ICO and then all of a sudden mooning and going to near $1. In fact, it hasn't done anything of the sort. So, let me tell you why this isn't something you should write off. Let me tell you why this has amazing potential. Alright, so I'm going to do it Savage Crypto style, my Savage analysis, talking about the positives, why you may want to invest, the negatives, why you may not want to invest, and then giving a final rating out of 5 stars and letting you know if I'm going to invest, and if I do invest, what my strategy would be, and if I don't invest, what your strategy might want to be. So what is Red Pulse in a nutshell? Red Pulse is essentially a Chinese research and data platform. So essentially it is gathering research on China, okay? China markets, China industries, okay? So that is what it is in a nutshell. It's a platform where you can find out information. It's a data-based, not a database, but a data-based platform full of research conducted by researchers. So what are the positives of Red Pulse? So first positive is it's ordered and organized research on the China markets, Chinese industries, the China economy. Okay, so it is essentially putting together in a one place, putting together all this research. Because essentially the problem is that there is so much research out there. It's the second largest economy in the world. There are tons of people that have done research on China, but where do you find it? They are in all various different sources. It's a little bit like the cryptocurrency market. If you want to store your cryptocurrency, you have to go to this wallet or that wallet or this wallet or that wallet. There's not one wallet. Ethos will be that one wallet. But this Red Pulse is essentially that one place to store all information, order it, simplify it, and basically present it to anybody interested. So it's ordered research on the second largest economy in the world. So it's simplified, so it's not just, you know, a load of people that have got, you know, all these like academic text. Academic text is just full of text. It's boring to look at. It's not appealing from a user interface point. It's not appealing from a user experience point of view. If you look at it and you see just piles and piles and piles of writing in really small, horrible text, and you think, oh, I don't like this. But they simplify it. They simplify it. They put it in a nutshell. It's relevant. It's in real time. Okay, so it's essentially a real-time platform of China's information. Okay, so it's relevant and it's valuable. It's valuable because companies moving into the area, investors looking to invest in, you know, Chinese markets, Chinese industries, Chinese startups, they have all the information through this platform. Okay, so this platform, which there is already a kind of working product, you can kind of have a look at it. Essentially, they can go onto this platform and they can find out all the information they need to make business decisions, investment decisions, and decisions as to, you know, whether they should move there, whether they should invest in a particular company because, you know, the economy's good, to see what the market research is like for companies in that area. So it's just really valuable data, huge amounts of data, simplified and relevant and live. That is really the benefit of Red Pulse. Now, they have got web and mobile interfaces for accessibility. Okay, so if you are in the train and you don't have a laptop, or you don't have, you know, your computer or whatever, you can essentially access this information anywhere, anytime, in bed. You don't need to have your laptop out. So you've got not only the web interface, but you've got a mobile interface. So this makes it fully accessible for anybody wanting this information. Now, where the monetization comes in is for the researchers, okay? So tokens get paid to researchers. Researchers are monetized to produce content for Red Pulse, for the Red Pulse platform, okay? So, you know, so you've already got a load of researchers. They've got a lot of wealth of experience, a lot of depth of data within their brains that they have put somewhere. You know, they have put it, they've sent it to a magazine, they've sent it to a newspaper, they've sent it to some kind of publishing journal, and they've got all this information. So basically, this Red Pulse is monetizing them to get that research they've already done, conducted for something else, and put it on the platform for other people to see. So this is why researchers, this is how researchers are monetized to actually put their content on the platform, to provide research for these companies, for investors, for business. And it really just, you know, it enables the wealth of data to come into Red Pulse. So that's why monetization is valuable here, because the researchers, otherwise what's the incentive? It's a unique offering, okay? So there's no one else out there doing this. There's no one out there looking for that kind of one-stop solution for Chinese research. These guys are unique. That gives them first mover advantage. That gives them total monopoly of the market share, because essentially what happens is that when you've got a series of competitors, let's say smart contracts, you know, you've got your Blockcat, you've got Ethereum, you've got Chainlink, you've got all these smart contract based cryptocurrencies, but they're competing with each other, so they all own a little fragment of the market share. For Red Pulse, they have it completely because there's no one else in the market, so that gives it the ability to grow up quickly. Plus they have clients. They're not just a, you know, they haven't got like a, they're not pre-prototype. They haven't just got a prototype and now need to get clients. They've already got clients. they've got institutions, they've got banking kind of clients, they've got wealth kind of clients, asset managers, investors, all sorts of institutions that already use Red Pulse for their data. Now, let's get on to even more juicy stuff for Red Pulse, because this is stuff you may have already known if you have watched one of my videos or seen somebody else's video on Red Pulse. So, they are a Neo blockchain-based cryptocurrency, okay? So, they are running on the Neo blockchain. This is one of Neo's babies. And essentially, the reason why they've chosen Neo over Ethereum is because of scalability, is because of speed of transactions, because they're essentially going to be paying their researchers in micropayments, okay? So they need it to be scalable. They need to have an ability to pay hundreds or thousands or even millions of people at once, okay? Either at once or, you know, maybe in quick succession. And that is something that they can do with the Neo blockchain, and this gives it an advantage over Ethereum-based cryptocurrencies, of which there are tons now. Most cryptocurrencies operate on the Ethereum blockchain, but Red Pulse is one of few that are actually operating on the Neo blockchain, and it's actually endorsed by Neo as well. So it's not just running on the Neo blockchain, but they are actually kind of claiming, Neo are claiming Red Pulse as one of their success stories. So Neo blockchain gives it a significant advantage over other platforms that pay using the Ethereum blockchain. Now, they have got a superstar founder. I'm going to show you the team in a bit, but their founder has worked at huge companies. One of their CTO has worked at a huge company as well, and Hongfei Da, who is actually the CEO of Neo, is their advisor. So team-wise, they have got a superstar team. They have got superstars within the team. They've got, like, you know, normally I would look for one superstar at least, because one superstar at least gives you the confidence that they can implement the vision, gives you confidence that they have got somebody who's a powerhouse in the industry, who has contacts and all that kind of thing, and especially a wealth of experience. But to have 3 superstars within the team is actually a little bit like being the LA Lakers and having, I don't really have much knowledge of basketball, but let's just say Michael Jordan, Dennis Rodman and Magic Johnson or something in the same team. If you've got like 3 superstars in a team, that is magic. If you have 1, that's great. If you have 3, that's amazing. Okay, so big reasons why these guys are very investable. Now, it's a lowish price, okay? So it's about 33 cents, 34 cents. It's about 9 times ICO, maybe a little bit more, less, 8 times ICO price, about 4 cents. So it's still lowish. It's still in the cents. It hasn't moved into the dollars. So it means that there is the ability to make multipliers, okay? So where I use, so a lot of people talk about market cap and crap like that. I talk about coin price because it allows you to see the multipliers quite nicely. If you've bought in a coin, if you bought 10,000 coins or something, you got $30 a coin, then essentially once that goes to $1, you can see you've made 3 times profit. If it goes to $3, you see you made 10 times profit and all that. So your money can go a long way still with this. It's at 33 cents right now, and it's in the top 120 coins. So it's not outside of everybody's periphery. It's got the ability to get up into the top 100 and get more visibility and therefore more exposure and more investment. So still in a good place. Okay, it hasn't taken off just yet. It's taken off a bit. It's gone up nearly 10 times, but it hasn't gone up completely. Okay. Now, this is the cool stuff, all right? So, at the moment, it's on KuCoin. KuCoin is one of the up-and-coming exchanges. It's a lot like Binance. It's a very, very nice interface. It's really grown. It's actually, I think, probably over the course of 2018, probably going to be the second best loved exchange behind Binance. So we're probably going to see Bittrex and the other one, Poloniex, going soon. They were the buzzwords like 8 months ago, and now hardly see them. So it's currently on KuCoin, one exchange. It's on one minor exchange, very, very little visibility, only really one place to get it. However, they have got 3 exchanges coming up shortly, perhaps in the next 2 months. Okay, so this is what I've heard. They are going to be listed on OK Exchange, Huobi, and Bithumb. So basically 2 mega Chinese exchanges and a Korean exchange. So they are going to be opened out. Now, this is obviously a Chinese-based cryptocurrency. They want to get behind their cryptocurrency, and so with it being on these Asian markets, they're going to be able to invest in it quite nicely. There's a lot of whales in the Korean markets and Chinese markets, a lot of them. So once this actually goes on a exchange that they normally go on, this could really spike up in value. Okay, this could go into the dollars quite easily. Okay, quite easily. So at the moment, this hasn't come to reality. Okay, so this is likely to be coming up in the next couple of months. All right, so you heard it here first, peeps. You heard it here first. And they've also got a long roadmap as well. So they have got a WeChat mini app coming up. So they've got it on desktop. They're going to have it on mobile. An Android version has just been released. It was released around Christmas time. That's why it achieved a lot of its value. They're going to have a WeChat mini app as well. Given that this is a Chinese-based cryptocurrency, WeChat is like the Facebook of like the Asian kind of continents. Okay, so WeChat, particularly in China, WeChat's massive. And of course, if you are on Facebook Messenger, if you're like watching from the US or the UK, if you're on Facebook Messenger, you have all these little apps that you can play on Messenger. Now, essentially, Red Pulse are going to have a mini app on WeChat. So they're going to have their information, this research information accessible in like one of the most accessible kind of places, like on the biggest social network in China. They're also going to be rolling out their rewards structure soon so they can pay out researchers. And they've got a new live platform coming up in Q4 of 2018. So they've got a nice big roadmap, a lot of releases of value with exchanges, with it being launched on WeChat, with the reward scheme, with the proper launch of a platform. There's tons. So I'll take you through that roadmap very shortly. Now, peeps, what are the negatives? Because I like to balance this out with negatives. So the negatives of Red Pulse are 1 billion supply. Okay, so I particularly prefer cryptocurrencies to be in the 9 figures. That's my sweet spot in terms of volatility. This gives you the ability to make really nice gains in quite a short space of time. We're seeing that right now with Ethos. That's going up brilliantly. We're seeing it also with Power Ledger going up brilliantly. But with high supply coins like, you know, Electronium, for instance, when you've got high supply, and Civic as well. Civic stayed at late 20s, early 30s forever. Electronium has been anywhere between 5 to 7 cents forever. And the reason why is because no matter how much gets injected into the cryptocurrency, without kind of greater volatility, you can't make the amazing gains. So this is 1.3 billion supply, so not as much as Electronium, but a bit more than Civic. And so it's low risk, low reward. So probably not the greatest to make gains. Now, at the moment, it's still in the sweet spot. The circulating supply, at the end of the day, is what the volatility is based on, not total supply. But total supply gives you an indication of what the supply will be in future. And it's inflationary. They're going to keep on adding supply to pay and essentially to scale up the operation. So the tokens are going to be really used for monetization. So as a result of that, they're going to be adding coins as they scale up, as more researchers join the platform. So they're going to be adding coins. So it's going to dilute the value. Okay, so just so that you know that, not only is it low risk, low reward, so it's going to go up slowly, but also it's going to be diluted over time. But this is really over the course of years rather than months or weeks. They've got a small team. Now, I don't know if they've just not listed it, but if you look on the Red Pulse website, they've got 3 team members and 8 advisors. Okay, so when it comes to having confidence that they can achieve their vision, you know, even though they've got kind of 3 superstars within the kind of team of 11, they haven't necessarily got the breadth. Okay, so when it comes to, you know, satisfying a business, you know, being able to have people that deal with sales, deal with marketing, deal with HR, deal with finance, deal with blockchain, you know, all the various elements of a business, of a cryptocurrency business that needs to be there, doesn't look like they've got that. I know that they're hiring at the moment. You can actually see on the Red Pulse website, they are hiring. They're looking to expand the team. But at the moment, it's not a big team. Okay, but that's probably a good thing because as they add more team members, it adds value to the brand. Adoption. So because they haven't got what looks like a marketing or sales team, they have got kind of like senior management and advisors. They haven't necessarily, they don't look like they've got the breadth of marketing expertise to enable the adoption. Now, obviously, they've already got some big clients on board. Having 3 superstars within the team helps, but it doesn't look as if they've got the scale of marketing. So if they've got a marketing team, then essentially they can get out to more people, more investors, more companies, more international companies, and try to get them interested in the value proposition of Red Pulse. So with the lack of marketing bods, makes me kind of think that adoption might suffer a little bit. research. It's a low glamour rating. This is one of the things that I found, even when I was speaking about Red Pulse the first time, is that people said, oh, research. I mean, it's not that glamorous, is it? It's not that sexy. It's not like, you know, financial markets like, you know, like the likes of Wanchain. It's not like Icon, uniting blockchains. That's pretty exciting. It's not like Power Ledger with, you know, electricity. It's not like Ethos, you know, creating a multi-currency wallet and fiat exchange. It doesn't seem to have that sexiness. So that low glamour rating has turned off people, and it's probably been one of the reasons why people have been a little bit turned off from Red Pulse. However, having said that, when you consider essentially the pain point, okay, the pain point is that there's a ton of information out there that needs to be ordered for investors, businesses, market researchers to essentially find this info, which could give them all the info they need to be more successful, to make great decisions, to have aggregated data so that they can get better, you know, get more customers, understand how customers behave. When you look at how the pain point and what Red Pulse solves, it kind of cancels out the glamour rating. So think of the pain rather than how sexy the product is. You've actually got a pretty awesome product here. And the last thing I think I struggled with was the lack of social media. So I've looked on Telegram. They've got like 2 groups. One's got 300 members. The other one's got 30. I've looked around for an official one. Couldn't find it. Their Facebook has about 3,000 likes. Their Twitter has about 18,000 likes. So that, or 20,000, one of the two. So they've got some pretty good social proof on Twitter. And it looks like they got some good engagement on Twitter. But I don't see them very active in the community. I don't see that there's a very active community around. And that, I think, is reflected in the lack of growth. It didn't really take, it took ages for it to lift off. And then when it kind of has lifted off, it's not lifted off very much. And it kind of has dropped quite significantly, given that it's, you know, low risk. So, you know, when the price dips, then that means there's not very much support. So I think they need to work on the community. Community is a big thing. When I look for cryptocurrencies, I really look for a big community. Community stops it from falling, the price from falling below a certain support gap. But having looked at Twitter, they have got some form of community. Just doesn't look like they've got a very interactive community with a lack of a Telegram channel. So, what is my final rating given the pain point, given the scale, given it's Neo-based, given the superstars, but also given the negatives as well? I think this is huge. I think that given the exchange listings that's going to be coming in for the next couple of months, I think this is going to be massive, particularly in Chinese markets. It's going to allow them to kind of, you know, get their hands on their own cryptocurrency, something that's China made, something that's China orientated. So I'm giving this a 4 stars out of 5, which is excellent score. Okay, so I think this is likely to boom. I think I've shown you the reasons why it's got the potential to boom and why it's got the potential to be good on the long term. So am I investing? Yes. I have invested, I've accumulated some over the course of time. I've not taken a big position on Red Pulse, but I think in anticipation of their exchange listings, I think I am going to take a bigger position. So I think personally that the strategy is long term. They've got quite a big roadmap. They've got a lot of value release points. So this is good for the long term. Now you can use this long and short term. You can kind of take a position on it and take out some profits. If Bitcoin is low and all of a sudden Red Pulse is thriving, then you can take out some BTC profits. But for the long term, in terms of prosperity with fiat money, I think this is a good one. So that is it for today's Savage Crypto episode. So guys, let me know what you think. Let me know if you think that Red Pulse is a goer. Let me open it out now to the live chat. Red Pulse, Red Pulse. So basically, simple yes or no. Is this investable in your mind? Yes. No problem, Michelle. Yes. Dickhead. Yes, yes, yes. Flipping out. There are a substantial number of yeses. Wow. Okay. Good. 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 I like it. I like it. So people are seeing the opportunity. Fantastic. I think that this is a great. I think that this has really good long-term potential anyway. But if you have a look at the markets, it's just literally they are only on KuCoin. Okay, and TDAX, which no one's ever heard of, and the volume is almost non-existent. So you can see that this is going to have way more potential. This has already got like relatively high volume, not a lot of volume, but relatively high volume, given that it's only on KuCoin. once this is opened out to like the BitThumbs, the OK Exchange and Huobi, I think this is going to absolutely skyrocket. So I think that the sales volume is going to significantly increase. Lewis Cooper says, what do you think of stocks? Not a lot, actually. Not a lot. So let's just have a quick look at stocks. Stocks went up to about $2.50 during the Floyd Mayweather fight, and since then it's just kind of gotten nowhere. I've not properly looked at it, so it's unfair of me to say it's rubbish, but at the same time, I don't think it's great. I'm not a fan of those particular cryptocurrencies anyway, so you know you're always going to have a little bit of lack of love for that. 38 cents. Somebody just said refresh, so I refreshed. 38 cents got right up, so people are getting in. People are getting in. Nice, 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 nice. View on Neutron. Not a lot, to be honest. I think that they are still to prove that they've got a lot of value. What do you think of Groestel coin? I like Groestel coin. I prefer it to Vertcoin a lot more. The algorithm is much easier for mining. I don't mind, but I think for miners, when they're looking for alternatives to Bitcoin, the Groestel coin is a really good one. Better than Vertcoin. So that's just personal, but that's personal opinion. I've covered Groestel coin. I think it's awesome. But I do think that they should change their name because it's just too different. It's just, you know, it's just a ridiculous name. Have you seen the Accelerator Network price recently? I haven't. Headed to Coin Exchange on January the 5th. Accelerator Network, I don't personally see the value in it, but then that's just my own personal opinion. So don't shoot the messenger, peeps. Oh, also, guys, there is another ICO coming out, which you may be interested in. I don't know if I am. I'm certainly not interested in the parent site. So, my least favourite cryptocurrency, BitConnect, they are launching an ICO on January the 10th. Okay, so it's coming soon. So let's just click on this. Hopefully it won't take me to some phishing website and take all my details and stuff. So BitConnect X is what is being launched. It's the ICO being launched on BitConnect. What I like about this, because, you know, people think I hate on BitConnect because I've just got something against it and I've got something against Trevon James. It's not those things. What it comes down to is I don't want to personally promote a scheme which could burn people, because the last thing I would want is if it all goes downhill is for people to say, Superman, you lost me money. Superman, you know, I put 10 grand into this and blah, blah, blah. But what I like about this ICO is that it gives some form of credibility to BitConnect. Because if they're launching an ICO, it shows that they are possibly here to stay. Possibly are they transitioning from BitConnect to BitConnect X? I don't know. What I will say, though, because there's absolutely no information, apparently. So if you click on any of these buttons, absolutely nothing happens. Okay, so that in itself is a bit shady. They call him Slim Shady. Anyway, so I was telling you yesterday that BitConnect was actually the second best gain in 2017. So could BitConnect X be one of the big gains of 2018? I don't know. We'd have to see what the product actually is, how it relates to BitConnect. Does it relate to BitConnect? I know that if you've got BitConnect tokens, you can get involved in this. And I also think you could pay with Ethereum and Bitcoin as well. To what I know. I don't know for sure. But that's what I've heard. So it's coming in 7 days, peeps. So if anybody knows anything... oh, no. Right, okay. So it's not Ethereum. It's BitConnect tokens, Litecoin or Bitcoin. Okay, so that is what's there at the moment. A pretty kind of standard WordPress site. Don't know if I expect anything less or more from BitConnect, to be honest. What do you guys think? What do you guys think of BitConnect? Check out Cypherium. Don't know it. Guys, what do you think about BitConnect X? Let me know in the comments. Let me know what you guys think. I'm sure a lot of you guys are probably like in BitConnect, even though I don't personally go for it. No. Fraud. No. It's another exchange? Oh, interesting. So it might be an exchange for BitConnect. I did promise to talk about HTML coin. I've spoken about it many times to tell you why I'm not talking about it. No, 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 rip off, stay away. No, 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 no. The thing is that, guys, you've got to see the opportunity. I don't want to sound like, I don't want to ever promote a cryptocurrency or ICO that will lose you money. I would never want to do that. But at the same time, The money is to be made on other people's greed. Okay, so think about it. BitConnect is possibly the site for greed in cryptocurrency. Okay, and FConnect tried to muscle in on very similar greed. Okay, and although there were a lot of people that don't like it, it has gone up 10 times. Is it 10? Yeah, it's gone up 10 times already from 50 cents to $5. So, yeah, there's every likelihood there's going to be a lot more in value over the course of 2018. So, although they aren't the most legitimate, reputable of sites, there is money to be made on other people's greed. So don't completely cancel it out or rule it out. I think that's it, peeps. If you haven't yet, do subscribe to my Twitter. I got this awesome tweet from Matthew Eldred, who goes, "My portfolio is going up big time thanks to your YouTube channel, because Ethos $4.68 and QuantStamp 50 cents. Get it! Get it!" QuantStamp was 20 cents, and I thought that was a travesty. 50 cents, I think, is more about where it should be. So, guys, make sure to follow me on Twitter, because I'm quite active on my Twitter. I make sure that I bring out a lot of content. You trust, and also, if you want to follow the companies I follow, you should, because they provide you really good market knowledge, good tradable information. Look at Utrust. In fact, let's have a look at Utrust. It's gone down a little bit. People are selling. People are dumping. Obviously not me. People say, "Oh, Superman, you dump on everybody." What was I going to look at? Utrust. Holy fuck. Wow. That is stupendous. That's stupendous. 54 cents. This was 19 cents the other day. And I think this is going to be the cryptocurrency PayPal, peeps. I have personally got 1 million coins in Utrust. So that is an insane amount of money, basically. That is 540k. Whew! 549k, man. Wow. And basically the ICO, this was 6 cents. So, peeps, that is amazing. So follow me on Twitter, peeps, and also keep up to date with the companies I'm following. I'm only following 120 people. So you can pretty much stay assured that I'm only following, like, you know, cryptocurrency companies, maybe a few hot girls. Too funny, Suppoman, too funny. Right, I think that is it. Any more questions? I'll open it out to questions. How can I purchase Ethos? Binance, man. Easy. Easy, innit? Easy. OneCoin, OneCoin, OneCoin. I am really looking forward to OneCoin coming up. OneChain coming. I'm looking forward to OneChain coming out. Hold on. Let me just turn the light on. Oi! Get my fat bastard ass on the seat. I really do need to lose some weight, peeps. The shield. Any questions? Ethos still good to buy. Ethos is currently on the crest of a wave. I always recommend to buy on the dips, but when you think it's going to dip, it doesn't, and it just continues spiking. So don't know. I don't know is the honest answer. You have to, even if something seems like it's overbought, sometimes that's still at the beginning of the spike. So difficult. You're a G, Superman. Thank you to Zir. Why don't you have a lamp? Because right now I've got a TV in front of me and a camera. So there's nowhere for the lamp. If there's a lamp here, then it's going to basically shadow my face there. So it just doesn't work. Doesn't work. Have you sold B3? No, of course not. Only a prat would do that. You know, I've got millions of them, so I'm keeping them. Salpay, I've already said. Salpay, unique cryptocurrency, has clients already, established customers. It's all to do with remittances, so basically gifting people. Love the idea. I thought the price was a little high, but I still think it's a fantastic idea. Fantastic. Hopefully we'll have a complete monopoly on remittances. I've already spoken about QuantStamp, so there's no need to ask me that. I think that's it, peeps, because there's just so many like annoying questions. And Crypto Daily said he was in yesterday and tried to ask me a question or say hi, but his chat was like completely like lost in the sea of different like comments. So, hi Crypto Daily if you were with us today. Good old Crypto Daily. Love his channel, man. Love it. So, guys, that is it. Smash up the likes one more time. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you learned a lot about Red Pulse today because Red Pulse is awesome. Wang Chung. Wang Chung. That's like a band from the 80s or something, isn't it? Beefy's Gonna Moon. I think that Beefy might be a little bit like Verge, but I'm saying nothing. Okay, I'm not going to say for or against, pros or cons. Just not going to do it. Thank you, Young Elites. Love from the UK. I'm in the UK. Nice one. Where to buy Red Pulse? Qcoin. And shortly on other exchanges. Have you researched the key ICO? I've had a look into it and it didn't do much for me, I must say. Anyway, that's it, I guess, peeps. Everybody won Shane tonight. Awesome. I love it. Right, that's it, guys. Thank you very much for joining me here today on this episode of Savage Crypto. I have stopped doing the Logan Paul dab. You know, I used to go da, 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 but after Logan Paul's last kind of 12 hours where he, you know, trivialized suicide, don't think I could do it anymore. I'm going to have to find a new, you know, little tune to do. Anyway, that's it, peeps. Thanks for joining me today on this episode of Savage Cash. Let me know in the comments if you are going to take a position on Red Pulse. I'd be keen to know. And I will see you next time. It's lights out, all out.